Hello, this reading is going to be for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2026. I hope all y'all Virgos are doing good. We have been having a hell of a year, I tell you. We're like the mutables, so I mean, even though we're immutable and we're like, okay, you know, we roll with the punches, I mean, it's still, ugh, with all these planets and then the retrogrades. I don't think the next retrograde we have is until March. And then I think Neptune is coming out. Yeah, I think Neptune's coming out of retrograde pretty soon, and it's going forward. Oh, so, I hate it whenever this power sign don't burn good. Let me clear out the energy. Now, I'm doing something a little different, Virgo. I'm doing the readings like I would do them the old school way. And I'm incorporating the single readings as well. So, I'm doing the readings like single reading at the end. But, you know, I'm using these two decks. So, in the name of the Most High God, I call on my ancestors, my guides, and my spirits to come through and help me to be able to deliver this message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For, oh my gosh, August was popping up in my head. What is going on? Okay, for January 2026. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Venus for August, for January 2026. There's something going on in August that happened in this past August. And, hold on one moment. Oh, that happened in this past August. That is relevant for January. So, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, Virgo Venus for, ew, I think I have like a stench in my January 2026. Make sure y'all check out y'all's birth chart. Go to Cafe Astrology. It's totally free. You can be able to put your birth chart. You got to know your date of birth, of course, your time of birth, and your place of birth to be able to get your birth chart. You can also look at these readings for your 5th and your 7th house, as well as your North Node, because some people are operating out of their North Node. These are puzzle pieces in these readings. So you can look at your moon, your rising. You can look at your ascendant. Well, your ascendant is your rising. You can look at your sun. You can look at every different one. And each one of the readings, depending on your placement, they hold a puzzle, a piece to the puzzle. You know? You want to know a little bit more. Spirit, ancestors, guides, please give me the energy for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2026. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, Virgo Venus for January 2026. Now I'm going to shuffle on camera so y'all can see that I'm doing y'all's reading. It's authentic. I don't have any other platforms that I am reading on, but I will be doing another tarot channel for collectives, so be on the lookout for that as well. But I am not doing any personal readings, and this is me, this is my channel, so if you see anybody with my content, that's not me. Don't pay for any readings, because that's not me. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, Virgo Venus for January 2026. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo rising, Virgo Venus for January 2026. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising, and Virgo Venus for January 2026. All right, let's go ahead and get into your reading, Virgo. Current situation. Six of Cups reversed. Crossing, please. Ten of Pentacles reversed. What you're bringing? Four of Wands. What this other person is bringing? Two of Swords. Outcome, please. Two of Wands. Underneath the deck is the Nine of Wands. So the current situation, there is moving on from the past. I feel you could have been in a state of waiting on a past person, being in your head about the past, stuck in the past. But I see that you're moving out of the past, okay? Six of Cups reversed. The Moon. Star. I feel like you needed to heal. I feel like you needed to heal from a water sign, a King of Cups reversed. There was some things that were unclear, that were not brought out in the open, that were hidden. But I feel you're able to move on because your intuition heightened. And you were able to move on and to heal. From somebody that was emotionally unavailable and closed off, manipulative. They didn't care about anybody's feelings. I mean, the person don't even got feelings, to tell you the truth. He didn't care about yours. Crossing is a Ten of Pentacles reverse. All right. This person, this crossing energy is a Ten of Pentacles reverse. You're under the deck, Virgo. It was a huge loss. You needed to move on from the past. You needed to let go. And you moved on from the past to heal. And it possibly was something like the Ten of Pentacles doesn't always mean money. It can mean a family dynamic. It can mean something that meant so much to you. And it was like, I don't want to say it was a bad investment, but you had to let it go and take a loss, you know? There is a King of Wands reversed right here with the Five of Cups, and this person right here. He is, he's for the streets, I tell you that. He's having to look at what he has done. He's in the Five of Cups state. This person is possibly, because you moved on, this person has seen that they lost something, a big opportunity. Something that meant a lot to them. Either financially. Let's just put it out there. This King of Wands is reversed. This King of Cup over here was reversed. This person right here was only looking at money and an investment. He lost on an investment, and he is grieving it. And he is very mad, very jealous. And I feel you're in your own energy, so you needed to do what you need to do and pull back and understand and heal in order for you to move forward. And you went into hermit mode where you use that lantern and you went into self-discovery. You went into soul searching. No matter how awful it felt and what you had come to find about yourself and the other person, you had to face that. And once you face that, you're able to get back into your own element, into your own energy, where now you make decisions not out of haste, not out of emotion. You make decisions with patience, and you look into stuff with inner guidance. Inner guidance. When you look within your intuition. What you're bringing is a Four of Wands. Two of Swords. Ace of Wands. Underneath the deck is a Strength card. What you're bringing is a relationship, your home, your stability, a new beginning. I feel like whatever it is that you're in between two minds, you're now going within. What feels, if I can't see what feels right. Because now, since you are in your own element, Virgo, and you're trusting in yourself now, you know, can't nobody fool you but you. When you are in your own energy and you get back in that energy, you're able to trust yourself. And I feel like that is what you're doing. Anything that is being brought to you, you are weighing it out. Because what you're wanting is a new beginning. You're wanting a new lease on life. You're wanting a new beginning. And you have the Strength card right here. So Leo can be important right here if Leo is not in your chart. It could be regarding a Leo. But I feel like you are wanting, you're very passionate about your new beginning. And because it's a Four of Wands, I feel like you want a relationship. But I don't feel like you want a relationship with this person right here. Because remember, this is what you're bringing, and this is what the other person is bringing, and this is the outcome. But see, what you're bringing, the other person's bringing, but this is a current situation. So in the current situation, we're going to find out. I feel like there's two energies here, okay? Give me the Two of Swords for the person that is dealing with Virgo. What they're bringing, okay? Perfect reverse. The Sun reverse. The Six of Swords. This other person, what they're bringing is that they are too going within. This person is going within. Kind of like what you're doing. But they're doing it too. But right here, the Hierophant is reversed and the Sun is reversed. There's some unhappiness. There's a new beginning. What was supposed to be, you know, a new beginning is no. Twos could be making choices too between two people, places, or things. You got 3 twos right here, Virgo. So definitely I feel like there's a choice. Somebody is making a choice. And this other person is non-committal. This person is non-committal. They don't even want to... It's like there's no commitment there. Like they're confused or they're unhappy because there's no commitment. This person's unhappy because there's no commitment. I don't want to feel like I don't want to say they're non-committal. I mean, I can say that they're non-committal though. If it's this person, they're non-committal. I think that's what it is. It's this person right here. They're non-committal. They're unhappy. They're unhappy possibly because you don't want to be with them. They're having to move forward. They're having to move on. They have no choice. Then the outcome is the Two of Wands. Empress reversed. Ooh, Page. Page of Wands. Queen of Swords is underneath the deck. The outcome is somebody is making plans. I feel like this is you. Regarding stability and family and a union, you're wanting a new beginning. But I don't feel like you want it with this person. So you're taking that wand and you're putting it behind you. And you're getting another wand. I mean, you're making plans and figuring out what it is that you want to do. Because see, this person right here, possibly, this person does not want, they're an Empress reverse. This person is lazy. There is no growth, no opportunity. And this very well could be you too, that I'm not saying you're lazy or anything. You don't see any growth. You don't want to grow. You don't want to sow seeds into something anymore. You don't want to plant into this no more. This is dead soil to me. It's dead soil Nothing can grow on this soil. It is barren. I can't I can't create. I can't do anything in this. The creativity, even this person, you have no creativity. You have no, you don't want to nurture soil. The Empress is nurturing, man. She's a nurturing energy. She gives birth to opportunities. She gives birth. It hurts, but she produces. This person, you can't produce with them. You feel like you can't produce with them, and they don't produce as well. So you're going to want to go on your journey. I feel like this person is going to have to go on their separate way as well. You're wanting to go your separate way. Let's look underneath the deck. You could be dealing with the Cancer. Wheel of Fortune is here. The Chariot is reversed. Destiny is at play. Divine timing. You're not wanting to go forward with somebody. You're not wanting to go forward. Something has changed. Whenever the Chariot goes forward, they go on to victory. There is no riding on or nothing. The Chariot is just they're nothing. The Eight of Swords is reversed. With the Nine of Swords reversed, that is good. That means if somebody is unbound and they're out of their head. That means that they see everything clearly. They faced whatever they needed to face. And they've gotten themselves out of a situation where they felt that they were bound. Somebody feels like they are free in their mind as well as their body. And I heard spiritually as well. They feel that they're free. And someone has walked away. They walked away from a person or a situation that they feel that is not victorious. They feel like this person, place, thing, situation, whatever it is not victorious. There's no victory here. It's an empty victory. What do I gain out of that? If I were to pursue this, what do I gain? Possibly this person, the way that they're displaying themselves also is an empty victory. Like, really? I'm going to want to stay around and stick around for this? There's a Nine of Wands with the Queen of Swords. I feel that, I don't think that that's your energy, but it could be. But I feel that you are making logical decisions, Virgo. You're making logical decisions in how you move. You're very strategic in what you do and what you say and who you let come around you now. And I think the reason why you do that is because you remember when you were in that Nine of Wands energy, that Wounded Warrior energy. You remember everything that you went through. And whenever I see the Queen of Swords with her hand out and she's looking, it's like the Nine of Wands, a Wounded Warrior, is looking right at her. And she's like this. She is remembering. She's looking right at, this is how far I came. I remember I was that wounded warrior. You're looking back on the past and how far you came. Now you have a sword. You've been through a lot of battles in your life. But I feel like you said, I welcome it. Them challenges and lessons, and we're all lessons, I welcome that. I welcome it. Because it made me who I am today. So let's go ahead and get into the singles. Single Virgos for the month of January 2026. Single Virgos. What can you tell me about the single Virgos for January 2026? Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, Virgo Venus for January 2026 for the single Virgo. Spirit, please give me the energy coming towards the single Virgos. Okay. 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 For the single Virgos, underneath the deck, you have chained. There's somebody in your energy. They have codependency. They have an unhealthy attachment to you. This person, you could be, when I see repo, I get the sense that you and them are going through a divorce. Like you don't deal with them anymore. They could perhaps have a lot of debt, or they're going through a lot of financial instability. But you have somebody that is in your energy. That you have, I think you're single for the time, but you also have receipts. Somebody's viewing you like a black sheep. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not acting the way you're supposed to be acting. You're acting out of character. This is not you. This person could be trying to find out what you're doing. And this, possibly their energy, they were repoed out your life. They repoed that person's energy away from you. But you have receipts. You have evidence. You have everything. So it doesn't matter what this person does or says about you. They're mad because you don't want to be with them. You want to go on and you want to have a new life. You want to start off new. So this is your energy, and this is your reading for the month of January. I'll be back mid-January to do February's reading. I'll see you later, Virgo. Bye-bye.